everybody, welcome to a replay in the AMX-30 Ace Tanker. I've been trying to get my Ace Tankers in a lot of my tier 10s as of late. That's sort of been what I've been going for. Aside from grinding credits and grinding lines and shit, I recently picked up the 4005. Anyways, so this is the AMX-30. Trying to 2-mark it. AMX-30s are a pretty strong tank. It's outdone by a lot of other tanks at this tier that can just do what it does but better. I can't remember what the reload is, but I think it's 7.08, but don't quote me. Gun handling's good. There's no real niche for it in Clan Wars because you're a lot more reliant on armor or DPM in Clan Wars, and this has neither wouldn't be fair to it. It has not enough. It does no armor, and there's other things that have better DPM than it. So there's not very much reason to bring it. Especially when you can bring something like a Leopard 1, which is effectively the same thing. Just, it's better in minor ways, I guess. I don't know. I guess it would be better if you're ridgeline peeking. So we're just farming these idiots, letting them go city. Our shells have actually gone where they're aimed for once, which is nice. That doesn't always happen in this tank. This guy was the bane of my existence, which I guess means he was doing his job. I want to do something about that AMX-30, okay, and friend, just because he's a fairly good player and he's in a good position. I take a bit of a snapshot there just because I'm, driving to engage the MX-30. And then I stare at this guy and this guy for a while, though. I don't know why I did this. Just now I want to mess up that AMX-30, so there he is. I drive wheel him. Of course, first shot damage is my ammo rack. So that wasn't a great trade, but at least it was a trade. It wasn't just free damage for him. So we're at 2k damage and we've only taken one hit, which is a good start. We just gotta keep this going. That guy was so irritating. The entire match, that's 62. Was able to just be there and be annoying, keep me spotted, shit like that. And that was his job, to be fair, but it's just, frustrating. Especially, there was only glimpses of him. He was playing the ridgeline really well. Which is interesting, because statistically he wasn't very good, which is nice to see. We're losing the one flank, and we're not. I don't know if we're losing the city, but we're not being very aggressive, and yeah, so I'm just gonna forget about that shit. I'm gonna go over here. This AMX-30 is still probably the most dangerous thing to our team. Turns out his commander sits on the front road wheel of his tank, so he was able to spot me. Yeah, so we're just gonna leave this guy. I don't know. We gotta clear this out ASAP, because if we don't clear this out, then we have to deal with overly aggressive, or not overly aggressive, lack of control. Like, we won't have enough map control to win this game. I don't know why RD shoots at that, like it's a fucking bottom tier tank that's getting circled by a tier 10 medium. But, they're from Quebec. Quebecers aren't exactly known for their prowess at World of Tanks. This is kinda awkward out of 10. He's moving, so I don't mind peeking on him. But of course the shell misses. Don't really want to take a hit from that guy. Wouldn't be fun. Still gotta clear these guys out though, because we're losing city. This match would be way easier if our city was borderline competent, but they weren't, so whatever. This T30 gets so aggressive. Like, I did not expect him to do this. So I'm just gonna get under his gun. I don't really want to play up here because I know they have a T28 somewhere, but it's better than taking 750 alpha, especially late game, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do to take these guys out. Always go for the retrack. See there, like that retrack probably helped already take him out, shit like that, so. And you get more XP if other people damage him. So retracks are always good to go for in situations like that, especially when you can. Now I'm just gonna try to spot the T28 in case he's like trying to relocate or something. So now I could just rush across the field, but I'm afraid the T28's still in there, and even if I do spot him first or something, he's probably going to shoot me 2 or 3 times, and that's like 1200 HP, and I can't afford to lose that right now. I need that to carry against the Jagdpanzer E100 and such, so we're just gonna tactically relocate to our base, which it looks like it's kinda having troubles right now anyways. Yeah, this is an interesting situation. So hopefully we can win this. I'm not sure like what is the best thing to do in this situation, but I'm thinking that this is probably an alright one in case they push to our base. Gotta be ready in case they do, you know. They don't, which is interesting. I switched to good ammo because I'm gonna be fighting tanks with armor, which is always interesting. And then that happens, which makes things quite interesting. I just want to be double bushed. It's not worth getting spotted over this. Although I'm probably safe unless they have someone playing rigid middle, which was my first thought. Like that, they could be doing that. So when I say playing rigid middle, I'm referring to the ridge line along here. Like since they have an E3 here, if their E100 was in there, it wouldn't surprise me, and that's within my spotting circle. And if I get spotted right now, we lose probably, like for sure. So, we're just gonna chill for a bit. Gonna go up into speed 2. So this guy gets lit again, and we bounce heat off. Probably hit his front instead of his side. It's one of those things like, oh, this was a pretty nice shot. Yeah. So that makes this game a lot easier. So now it's go time. Sometimes you lose HP on stupid shit. Anyways, now's the time. We're gonna just go for it. Try to close the game. It's unlikely that they're super aggressive city or some shit, so we're going to use that to our advantage. I was going to go up through here, but our 4202's here, so I'm going to try to flank him. I thought Artie might have spotted me knocking over that bush and blind fire it, but good thing Artie's retarded, so they didn't. That's kind of an awkward situation. I just want to burn his kit. That was pretty risky out of 10, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Now I'm gonna go low. So he's moving on the map again, so he used a repair kit, which means that tracking him is gonna be much easier. Yeah, so he's down. Makes the game way easier now. Time to just run and not get TD moded. I'm just gonna... So now that I've dropped a spot, I can go and push City. City's probably... I feel like it's safest for me because if I go one line, they can just... Well, we already have one line, so there's nothing I can do there. I spot that E100, he spots me, which is kind of a shitty buzz. And then, yeah, he fired too soon, which wasn't a very good play. Means that I get 2 for free. So now I'm just gonna go away. It's all him now. Don't feel like messing with that. I'm gonna pretend that I stay here, so I stayed there until I drop a spot. And now I'm gonna relocate. So, not gonna lie, there's a bit of just sitting here and waiting, which just kinda sucks. So, basically now, it's just a matter of time. I know he's gonna get impatient, so I'll take my free damage, and Artie finishes him. So now I just gotta hide for a while, and we're gold. I'm still a one-shot to 2 of their tanks, but I can take a hit from the Jagdpeg, which gives me a lot of freedom. Now's the time. Why, friend? I don't know why. That made the game much more difficult when he did that, so. I wasn't actually concerned with dealing with this guy. I thought that would have probably been the easiest thing to shoot, that Jagdpeg. But, anyways, now's the, let's spot all the RD at once, 'cause fun. So I auto-aim on him. Now is just a very awkward game of all the things. So I do that, frickin' track him, so that buys me enough time for me to just try to move a bit. He misses. So now it's just me versus the Batchat Artie, who has multiple left. It's pretty awkward right now. And I figure with that building there, I can go out and I'm just gonna... The reason I auto-aim in situations like that is because auto-aim actually makes it easier to hit things like that. Like, you're more likely to hit them, it seems. Anyways, so that was the game. And now I'll just... Oh, hold on. There you go. So this is the 30B game. We got Ace Tanker, all the things. It was only 6k damage, but we did a decent amount of spotting for our team. So there you guys go. Thanks for watching. More to come.